So today's video is not going to be a knife review. I mean, we will look at some knives because there's a couple that I have to show you, but more of I have a few announcements to make. One of which is actually really a tough one, and it's an announcement I should have made a long time ago. So don't go away. Hey, I'm Jay, and if you're looking to buy a knife and you need to see what it's like first before you drop your hard-earned money on it, here's what you got to do. Click on subscribe so I can help you, and remember to click that bell notification so you don't miss a thing. First, I would like to go ahead and, you know what, and say thanks to you, my subscribers, because without you, none of this would be possible. And I sincerely mean that. I mean, when I lose a subscriber, you know, talk to my wife, she'll tell you, I am seriously like bummed out for the whole day. Now, if this is your first time here, welcome, consider subscribing. So depending on how long that you have been hanging around my channel, you may have noticed that for the most part, whenever I'm doing a video, you're only going to see my left hand, and I'm not left-handed because I want to be. I kind of have to be. Or when I'm doing, you know, I haven't done a modification video in a while, but if I do a modification video or something that does require two hands, you might have noticed that I'll usually have like a glove on my right hand, and well, there's a reason for that. I am an adult who was born with a disability, to be specific, cerebral palsy, and no, I'm not going to die, and no, it does not. It's not something that gets worse. So I was born with CP. I can take care of myself. I'm married, I have a kid, for gosh sakes. Long distances, I'll use like an electric scooter because, of all the effort I have to put into ambulating. So yeah, I mean, I can get into more of it with you guys at a later time, and you know what, and if you have any questions, by all means feel free. But yeah, so I was born with CP, and it's affected me my entire life, and I'm 46 years old. God dang, am I old. So yeah, that's the announcement that I've needed to make for a long time. So if you're wondering why you'll see me only with the one hand or without, or when I'm wearing a glove on the right hand, that's why, because I just didn't want this to be a distraction in the videos. And I wanted you guys to just focus on the knife, the content, the information, not what the hell my right hand is doing. So yeah, this was a tough one that I know I've had to make for a very long time, and I've been putting it off, and you know what? Yeah, it was just time. It was time to come clean. The second announcement is regarding sponsorship. You guys might have heard of the website GearBest. Well, I have recently struck a deal with GearBest. Boy, that sounds so official. Struck a deal. I mean, it's not like it's a contract or anything, but and really all it entails is that GearBest is just going to send me knives to review, and then in those reviews there will be links so you guys can get that knife that I'm talking about at a discounted price. And I have just recently received my first batch of knives from GearBest, which I'm going to show you, but I need to thank Patty, because, man, without the pad, man, this sponsorship deal, you know, might not have been possible, or it may not have happened, you know, so early in the life of my channel, because, you know, I've only been doing this for, like, well, I guess a year is a long time, but Pad, you know, so thank you for helping me get this. And let's look at the knives. The first one is the fura-gear. Actually, yeah, it's fura-gear folding knife, and it is a D2 blade steel ball bearing pivot, titanium scales. Now, this is a knife you've probably seen with a different name on it, just because I know that this is one that gets rebranded. And I'm trying to think of some of those other companies that do, or like Efengro or Effengro, whatever, or Y-Start, stuff like that. So I know that this one has been rebranded in the past. You're looking at about 33 bucks. I did say titanium scales. You can get this in a couple different colors, gray, blue, copper, and of course this is the green. And I will do a full review on this and all of the knives I'm about to show you today, but I just wanted to really quickly show you what reviews you can expect to see in the next coming days. And the next knife now from GearBest is actually a friction folder. This is the Sanrenmu 7098. And yes, this is a small knife. It's got that 12C27 blade steel. I did say it's a friction folder. It actually comes with a pocket clip on it that give you guys a shot of that with the clip on there. I actually removed it and attached, well, a makeshift lanyard, because it's small enough where you could just drop it in your pocket. And this knife does have some tools on it as well: gut hook, Phillips, and can opener, and a flathead screwdriver. Yeah, friction folder with a flipper and thumb studs. And actually this one I can kind of get, oh, I got it. Sometimes I can flick it open. I mean, it requires a heck of a lot of wrist, but it is it's possible. So that is knife number 2 from GearBest. Now this next one is a knife that probably many of you already own. It's fairly popular, and it is the Sanrenmu Land 910 from GearBest. This is the G10 version with the liner lock, because I know that there is also a frame lock of this knife as well. 13 bucks about, ball bearing pivot, 12C27 blade steel, and the action on it is really, really good. Again, I'm not the best at flipping knives, which is probably why I prefer flipper tabs over thumb studs to begin with. But this one, watch this, no wrist. So if I can do that, that means the action is friggin' phenomenal. Sanrenmu Land 910, that is the third one. And the last one, now this is a knife that I actually did find out about from Patty's channel, and it is the Ganzo Firebird F6X, F761. And I mean, I am just a big fan of the very like wide profile type of blades, and this one checks off quite a few boxes. Well, for me anyways. You're looking at about 20 bucks, 440C blade steel. a G-lock. I know many like to call it the axis lock, but I'm going to stick with the G-lock. And this, yeah, is from GearBest, and I will be reviewing this one as well, the Ganzo Firebird F761. Did I say bronze washers? Yeah, bronze washers as opposed to ball bearing pivot. So you can watch for those videos that will be coming in the upcoming days. And now the final channel announcement that I have for you is regarding another sponsorship deal. Now, I don't want to tell you the company just yet, so before you all get mad, here's why. I do not have the knives in hand yet, so until I have that package, I don't want to say too much yet. But anyway, the knives, you know, the deal is already done. The knives are on their way. One of the knives is actually not even for sale yet. So I guess what the company has told me, my contact person said that, Jay, you are the first reviewer to lay their hands on this knife that apparently is going to be released this coming August. So that is just absolutely incredible. I was blown away when they told me. I mean, I had to stifle myself, and because I immediately was giddy, but I didn't want to sound like that over the phone. Just like, oh yeah, cool, you know, yeah, new prototype, cool. What I really wanted to do was scream like a 10-year-old girl. But so that's very, very exciting. And I just checked the tracking information on that package. That one should be arriving tomorrow. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about that.